Chapter 2, Part 1. Sorrow. The depths of grief. If fear is the contraction of the soul, then sorrow is its breaking open of it. Where fear pulls us away from life, sorrow pulls us deep into it, forcing us to feel what we would rather not feel, to acknowledge what we would rather deny, to face the fundamental truth that all things pass, all things change, and all things end. Sorrow is the weight of loss made manifest in the body. It is the heaviness in the chest that no breath can lift, the ache in the throat that no words can soothe, the tears that flow from wells so deep, we wonder if they will ever run dry. It is the emotion of goodbye, of never again, and of what was but is no more. In its deepest chambers, sorrow becomes grief, not the quiet melancholy of a rainy afternoon, but the tsunami of anguish that crashes over us when loss is profound and fresh. It is the mother who has lost her child, the lover who watches life leave their beloved's eyes, the soul who has lost their way and cannot find the path back to wholeness. Grief is not polite. It does not knock before entering or leave when asked. It barges into the house of the heart and rearranges everything, touching every memory, coloring every moment, making even joy taste bittersweet. It is the uninvited guest who stays for weeks, months, even years, and sometimes a lifetime. Why? Asks the grieving soul. Why did they have to go? Why did this have to happen? Why must I endure this pain? But grief does not answer questions. It does not justify itself or explain its purpose. It simply is, a force of nature as undeniable as gravity, and as inevitable as winter. To grieve is to love in the past tense. It is the price we pay for having cherished something or someone enough that their absence rips a hole in the fabric of our world. In the ocean of tears, we discover the vastness of our own capacity to feel, how deep the heart goes, how much it can hold. We had no idea during the sunny days when love was present and life was full, that we contained such depths of sorrow. But the heart that can love greatly can also grieve greatly, for they are two sides of the same coin. The grieving soul often feels utterly alone, isolated in a private hell that no one else can fully understand. Others may offer comfort, may say, "I know how you feel," but do they? Can they? Each grief is as unique as a fingerprint, shaped by the specific love that preceded it, the particular loss that birthed it, and the individual soul that bears it. And so we weep alone, even in crowded rooms. We smile through days while carrying nights of anguish. We function, perform, and maintain appearances, while inside a storm rages that would sweep away anyone who truly saw it. This is the loneliness of grief, that it is fundamentally incommunicable, a private apocalypse that leaves the outer world untouched, while the inner world lies in ruins. Time, they say, heals all wounds. But those who grieve know this is only partially true. Time does not heal, it transforms. It does not erase the loss, but changes our relationship to it. The acute becomes chronic. The impossible becomes merely unbearable. The unbearable becomes something we learn to carry, like a stone we put in our pocket each morning, its weight so familiar, we sometimes forget it's there, and yet, in the very depths of this sorrow, something sacred stirs. For grief, as painful as it is also a testimony to love. We do not grieve what we never valued. We do not mourn what we never cherished. Every tear is a prayer, every sob a hymn, every moment of anguish a declaration that something or someone mattered so deeply that their absence rips the world apart. In this way, grief is love's shadow. Where there is great grief, there was great love. Where there is deep sorrow, there was deep connection. To grieve is to honor what was lost by acknowledging its preciousness. It is to say, "You mattered, your presence made a difference, and the world is diminished by your absence." Stay tuned. To be continued.